Alrighty, good morning. It's Crystal Lynn here, and this morning I'm talking about when things go wrong. And the reason this is coming up is because last night I have a new friend here in Paris, and she was really upset because she's dealing with androgenetic alopecia. So she's losing her hair at a rapid rate, and she's upset. And as I was listening to her talk about her upsetness, I was really struck by how she is really a victim of this physical thing that she's going through, this alopecia, which is hair loss. She's made her entire person, her entire being, her entire life about how she looks and how people perceive her. And I was really struck by that because I also suffer from alopecia, and I relate to her so much in the amount of power I was giving to the alopecia. And what I realized as I was listening to her, the thing that kind of kept repeating in my mind is, what about you? What about you? Because everything she was talking about was about her material experience, how she would be perceived, how her friends would see her, how her daughter sees her, how her husband sees her, um, her role in the community, and when she looks in the mirror. And I'm like, yeah, but what about you? What about you? You still exist. And what was going on in my mind is I was thinking, well, what about your light? What about your vibration? What about your connection to God? And I realized how lucky I am. And the one reason I'm lucky is because I have a connection to source energy. The one thing I have that she doesn't have is a recognition of her divinity. I have a recognition of my divinity and source energy in the universe. I have alopecia, but you wouldn't know it. You wouldn't know it to look at me because my connection to source is what you see. My connection to source is what you feel when you talk to me. And she said, you know, I was sharing with her my experience with alopecia, and she says, but Crystal, we can't see your alopecia, and you are so joyful, and you are so light and so bright. And I thought, well, what's the difference? Like, we don't see your alopecia either. And the difference is the connection to source. And so for today's 5-minute talk, I am wanting you, my dear friend, to understand that everything is an illusion. Everything. Your skin, your face, your mask, the home where you live, the attitudes you have are all an illusion. And I start my day every day with an hour and a half, 90 full minutes of energy, frequency, alignment. And for me, that looks like meditation, silence, just stillness, connection to my physical body, connection to the moment. And then it looks like a hell of a lot of shadow work and journaling. Not always shadow work. Mostly it's just appreciation. Like I start my day appreciating what I have. And here's the difference between my friend and I. I start my day by celebrating everything. Some people call it a gratitude list. I don't really believe in gratitude because gratitude has an implication of not having something before. I don't do that. For me, it's all appreciation. It's upliftment of what is here and energizing, and I've always had it. There's my boy. I got to go open the door. Wait, just 1 second. Hold on to that thought. I'll be right back. Come on, boo-boo. Hi, sweet boy. So, when you start your day with appreciation, with gratitude, even if you're only at the gratitude state, you love gratitude, good. Start it with gratitude. But when you start off your day on such a high frequency, you go from sleep where you're healing and restoring and rejuvenating, and you immediately wake up. You don't grab coffee. You sure as hell don't go on Facebook. You sure as hell don't go checking email. You don't do that first. The first thing you do is you wake up, you look to the heavens, and you say, hey, God, I'm here. Even if you don't feel great, the first thing you do is you tell the truth when you wake up. When you affirm life in that way, life has to respond to you. And I guarantee you that when my friend wakes up in the morning, the first thing she's saying is, oh, alopecia. Oh, I'm too thin. Oh, this isn't working. Oh, Ukraine. Oh, COVID. Oh, that's how she's starting her day. I don't deny Ukraine, I don't deny COVID, but I don't start my focus with those because those are a part of the three-dimensional reality. And the three-dimensional reality is reality with a little r, and my reality is reality with a big R, and that is source energy, that is divine connection. So starting your day with divine connection and getting your mindset so that your divine connection is stronger than the three-dimensional fear, doubt, anxiety, all those things. When you can start your day in the truth with a capital T, I am divine, I am connected. If all of this falls away, what's left? God, source, universe, energy. I'm still that. When you can start your day with that, all the challenges that you go through are lightened. That's my 5-minute talk for today. And my dear friend, I want you to remember the truth of who you are today, no matter what you're doing, as you are going through work or dealing with your children, dealing with your relationship, dealing with your own health issues, having fun, sitting down, playing with your dog, going for a run, doing your yoga, doing the things, eating your breakfast. Remember the truth of who you are and make that your dominant vibration. Okay, you're still going to deal with challenges. I deal with challenges. I deal with my ego all day long. But let me tell you something. The primary frequency of me is not based in ego-centric ideas. The majority of my day is not based on worry, anxiety, doubt, fear. I'm not even, I just don't go there because it's useless. I spent all my years before dealing with ego, and I've seen how crazy ego can be. And I've seen the truth. So why would I want to deal with something that is not real and just a bunch of drama? I'm just over it. So I want to encourage you to go about your life with that attitude. Just shift the balance. If your ego and fear and doubt are up here and your relationship with Source is down here, see how you can raise Source, raise Source, raise Source, and tamp down ego. Tamp down ego. Push it down a little bit. Do some shadow work. Uh, just release, practice surrender, do some meditation, put on something positive, turn off the negative, turn off the news, and let ego kind of be down here. You still have an ego, okay? We're not trying to kill off our ego. We're just not trying to be ruled by it, okay? And give more power to surrender to God, to Source, to love, to trust, to breath. All right. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And we'll be going live. We'll be going live today at 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, New York time, okay? 12 noon for the Spiritual Life Coach Mindset Program. All right. I look forward to seeing you then. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful day.